Hey, what's up YouTube? This is King Merciless, and I'm here today gonna make a video showing you a little bit of light on some Town Hall 7. Currently I have a Town Hall 9, a Town Hall 8, and I have two Town Hall 7 accounts. Right now, my Town Hall 9 is currently the heroes are being upgraded. So, most of the raids that I do in that account as of right now are gonna be farming raids. So without heroes, I can't exactly put up a strong type raid. It's basically just, pull out whatever loot you can, and of course, uh, I use my same old dark elixir rating. I love this combo. I stick with it all the time. It works with or without heroes. Yeah, it's my go-to raid, and currently right now my heroes are both 20 and 20, and they're both going to 21 right now, and my goal is to keep them down. Every time they get up, they're going to go right back down until they get to 30. So, each upgrade, 7 days, from 20 to 30, that's going to be a long time. Them heroes are going to be in a deep sleep. But, yeah, since I can't rock that account, I want to go ahead and show you some Town Hall 7, some fun with that, for the, when you're getting into it, Town Hall 7 can be fun too. It doesn't always have to be dragons. That's all I ever see people do is dragons. I learned this raid. I can't remember where I picked it up. I don't remember where I learned it, but it is kind of fun. So let me show you that. Okay, so what I call this raid a giant walk. Basically, you're walking in with giants, and you got healers backing them up, and you send your hogs in to pretty much try to target a second air defense. If you could do that, your healers will just keep on top of your giants, and they'll just walk through the base with reinforcements behind them, cleaning up what they can. So let's see if I could go ahead and rock this raid. Check out my spells here. For some reason I got some extra spells in the background. So yeah, I'm currently rocking Prince Colossus, aka PC, So I want to give a shout out to Powerbang. Yo, you're still my #1 source for Clash of Clans, bro. I like what you're doing. I love to hear about all the Clash politics, all the people's opinions of what's going up and what's going down. I like to give my opinions on what I feel about the Inferno Tower being nerfed. I was actually against it being nerfed because I liked the fact that spells would stack on top of each other, like as in negating each other. And I was hoping Supercell would go more in that path of, spells working against each other in that type of way. I used to play MTG a lot as I was growing up, so I know all about counters and spells and negating and things like that. And so yeah, but I mean, it could be fun. I imagine the community wants to make it easier, or Supercell, in fact, rather than that, Supercell wants to make it a little bit easier or more fun for more players to stay in it, because they've put so much time into it, and then they get to this point where they can't quite pass that gap. And I've heard it from a lot of different people saying from Town Hall 8 to Town Hall 9 there's a huge gap, and then when you go from Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 10, that gap is enormous. Well, it seems to have closed that very well. Powerbang, hey bro, I like that Clash Bible, bro. I check that out as much as I can, and I go in there, I start watching it, all these little tips and tricks of trying to figure out what you need to do, what you're trying to go after, what are your objectives. Mid clip, I feel like already stoked and pumped. I already want to get back into it, so I have to pause that clip, jump back in the Clash, do some work, And yeah, I really like that Bible, bro. If y'all guys haven't seen that, y'all need to go check out that Bible. It's Clash Bible from Pirate Bang. And as far as your new release, I would have never thought there was a Suicide Heroes, I believe what it was called. Yeah, I was looking at that and I was wondering, why is it called a Heroes Suicide? And I started to learn why. The queen gets up in there and, you know, both of your heroes pretty much die. They get as far as they can into the core. And when I was watching that, I said, this raid, I don't know. I already knew it was a 3-star, but I said I have no idea how this raid became a 3-star raid. It looked kind of weak. I was like, is there really enough forces to, you know, do what needs to be done? And believe it or not, I had to see it to believe it. But yeah, I gotta give it up for that one. I like raids that are different. I like raids that where people, you know, they take the time, they put, you know, 1 or 2 vows, they put maybe a couple of balloons, or, you know, they splash it with some minions and stuff like that. I like raids like that, because then you know those people have the true skill and what it takes to dominate. So without further ado, let's get into this giant walk from Town Hall 7. Hit these clouds. Okay, so typically what you're trying to look for is maybe an air defense further on the outside. That way you could get to one real easy with your giants. You know, if you could knock out one air defense to start off with, you're in perfect shape. So far these defenses look kind of weak. I'm looking for something more in my level. So let me just search a little bit further. Oh yeah, I can 3-star that any day. So yeah, right now my best account is Town Hall 9, and I plan on staying Town Hall 9 until I can master war rating. I want to be at least at 85% consistency in war at 100%, if that makes sense, if I even said it right. I want to be 100% 85% of the time. Alright, ooh, this one looks a little testy, so we're gonna go ahead and go for this. So we're gonna check that clan castle. Empty, easy peasy. Alright, let's go for it. We're gonna go ahead and head here from the south. Once again, wizards backing them up. Little test wall breaker. Go and splash these on. Oh no, my goodness, why would you do that? Think we're gonna be alright. Think we're gonna be alright. Yeah, I'm doing this for Town Hall 7 players, guys. You know, it's not, I mean, it's not always about them Town Hall 10s, Town Hall 11s. Hey, sometimes some of them Town Hall 7 players need some help too. And that's basically why I want to do this video. So there we go. We got the giant walk in action, grabbing some of the, distracting some of the defenses, if not majority of them, and that's the plan. So let's see if we can get these archers up into the core over here. That way they can start pounding down on that town hall. Missed a corner drop right there. I think we're gonna be just fine. This looks like it's a 3-star, guys. So yeah, I'll go ahead and show you the army. one last time, and all you got to do is experiment with it, play with it. You know, if it's a little too hard or you think it might need some tweaking or something, by all means, go ahead. You know, however you think it's gonna work out good for you. That seemed to work out just fine for me. So I want to thank you guys for you know, taking the time view my video. Once again, shout out to Powerbank, my #1 source for Clash of Clans. And yeah, man, hit that thumbs up. I'd like to hear some comments. Let me know what you think.